Hey guys, I have already filmed this video, but it got corrupted and I don't know what happened. So I've just opened day 3 and 4 of budget with Ira's calendar and Scottish Highlander on a budget. So day 3 we got a checklist in rainbow colour. And day 4 we got a 500 budget binder savings challenge, which saves 20, 10s and 50s. And with Scottish Highlander on a budget. And on day 1 we got a lip balm and caramel Freddy, and on day 2 we got a temporary sticker from Budget with Ira. With Scottish Highlander on a budget, we got a pair of socks for day 4, and day 3 we got another savings challenge, which is scooting and looting, which saves 100. So sorry guys, I don't know what happened, but I've had a really tough month. I've had a really tough day. I had to open 2 days in one, because today's the 4th of December, and yesterday I've got in another argument with my neighbours about really nothing. They started having a go at me because I was smoking out the front. Wow. But again, they were like, I'm a shit parent, they're going to report me because I'm neglecting my son. I'm constantly leaving my son for like 45 minutes at a time, when I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. I go out for a fag for 2 minutes and I empty the bin, which takes a minute, and my son's in his cot if he's awake for that time. I never leave my son more than 2 minutes. But I don't know what to do, because I've reported them to. I had a police over today to talk to them, and they basically turn around to me and said, I'm a good mum. They can see I'm a good mum. I have toys for my son. I've got food for my son. The house is clean. The house is tidy. But like, my neighbours are like, we're going to report you for neglect. We're going to report you. We're going to make you lose your son. Blah, 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 blah. I've had my son in my care for 16 months. 16 months, yeah. Oh yeah, sorry guys, I forgot the intro. I'm Heaven. I'm 26 years old. I have a 16-month-old son. And this channel is to help me get out of debt and teach my son how to be better with money. There's my intro. Sorry guys. Like I said, stressful day. Stressful. I've reported them to the police. I've reported them to my housing officer. I've reported them to my housing. I don't know what else to do. Anyone else got any advice about what to do about my neighbours? Because this is now the 4th argument I've had with them, and I've reported them each and every time. My neighbours have reported them for harassing and stalking, but they're like, oh, you always watch us. I don't watch you. At the end of the day, like, they were watching me and my dad out the front the other day, and they were like, that's funny, you told us your dad died. I'm like, my stepdad died, you idiots, not my dad. We don't watch him. Like, how do you know? Like, my dad was here. How do you know I have visitors? Because they were having a go at me for having visitors past 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, but I'm allowed people to stay over. I'm 26 years old. Well, the rules say you're not allowed people to stay over. No, the rules say no visitors for before 7 AM and after 11. But I've already spoken to my housing officer, and she was like, if you have people stay over, that's fine. I'm registered disabled, so I need people to help me sometimes with my house, and they have to stay over because not everyone lives really close to me. And it's like, how do you know I have people over if you're not watching me? How do you know that I've got people parking in the parking lot if you don't watch me? How do you know I go out for a fag if you don't watch me? How do you know I go and empty the bin if you don't watch me? I just don't know what else to do. Is there anyone else that I can report to? Obviously I live in United Kingdom. I live within the Crawley area. But they were like, we reported you for antisocial behaviour. We've also been told by the police you don't have a priority marker on your door. The police officer was like, we would never disclose that information to anyone but you, because that's privacy. They're talking out of their buttholes, honestly. Honestly, anyone got any advice about housing? I'm in temporary accommodation because I got illegally evicted. they've been evicted from their properties 4 times now. This is my first temporary accommodation property. I've never been moved from one place to another. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know what else to do about them. I'm going to keep reporting them every time they have an argument with me. And it's like, they bring my son into it, and it's like, you're a crap mum, you're a shitty mum, you neglect your son, you shouldn't be a mum, blah, 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 blah. You're a psychopath, you threatened me. I've never threatened you in my life. I'm a wuss when it comes to standing up for myself. Like, I'll use my big gob to defend myself. Not violence, not physical violence anyway. I'm going to report again tomorrow to my housing. Well, later on today, because today's Monday. I don't know. Anyone got any advice? My neighbours are psychopaths. Don't worry about it, I know. My neighbours are weird psychopaths. All of this over the fact that I asked them to stay away from me, stay away from my son. Stop letting my son call you mum and dad. And stop taking my son out of my flat. And now they've started trouble. I've lived here for a year. My housing officer has even said, never had a problem with you, Heaven. I don't ever see a problem with you ever happening. And it's like, well, no, because I will help any of my neighbours out if they need help, so whatever. And this argument started over the fact that I went out for a fag and stood by the door because it was raining. And they're like, we have evidence that you leave your son for 45 minutes and he's running around the flat. And I'm like, okay, my son's in his flat, in his cot half the time, so congratulations on that one. So again, you've just proved you're watching me. And I have witnesses for every time they start an argument with me. And they only ever start an argument with me when they think I'm alone. If they see that I'm with my mum or with a friend, they don't start on me. But what they don't see is I'm also on the phone. So, and the argument they started with me today, I was on the phone to a friend for 2.5 hours. And even he was like, what? That argument was about, why are they starting on you? I'm like, because they're psychos. But they got up in my face and called me a psycho. Literally, my face was here and the guy was here. Having a guy at me, shouting at me, telling me I'm a psychopath and he was going to stab me. And I'm like, cool, okay, perfect, whatever. Please, anyone got any advice about housing? Anyone got any advice? Is there anyone else that I can report to that will help me get this situation better dealt with? And yeah. Right, anyway, my schedule for December will be, I've got cash stuffing video coming, savings challenge video coming, my son's cash stuffing coming, then I've got sinking fund update, I will have a bill exchange coming, I've got a surprise video coming, and obviously the rest, 8 days left of Scottish Highlander on a budget, advent calendar, and then 20 days left of budget with Ira's. Because budget with Ira's is 24 days and Scottish Highlander on the budget is 12. So that's my schedule for the rest of the month. And obviously I've got going to Hamleys, going to Disney, going to visit Santa twice. Then obviously Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. I will try to fit all these videos in as much as I can. If they roll over to January, it's gonna have to, yeah. I'm gonna go, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you're not. If you want to go follow me on Instagram, it's after budgeting, like my name on here. And I will see you in my next video. Love you guys, thank you for watching, and I appreciate all the support. Bye guys.